Hi students, so today I will discuss about the numbers, integers, decimals and fraction. Okay, we start with the integer. So the example of integer, let's say I have -3 to the power of 3 plus -4, and then after that plus 34, and this one will be divided by negative, I don't know, maybe -2. Okay, that will be the question. Now in the BATMAS, in the BATMAS we know that we need to do the one in the bracket first, and then after that we do the exponentiation, and then after that all the multiplication, division, and the last one will be addition and subtraction. In here, in this question, based on the BATMAS, we will do this one first, right? And we have plus, so we will do it from the left to the right. But remember, there are signs. There are two signs that can be simplified into one sign. What do I mean? This one, guys. If you have two signs available side by side, then you can simplify it into one sign. Remember, if it's plus, minus, if you have two signs available side by side and they are the same, you just make it become plus. But if you have two signs side by side and they are different, you make it become minus. So plus minus here, it becomes minus. So I can rewrite this one, become -3 to the power of 3 minus 4, and then plus 34 square bracket, and then divided by -2. Now after that, what should I do? Here? Well, this one is minus, this one add, but this one there is an exponentiation, so I need to do this one first. On the square paper I will write this one, -3 to the power of 3. What does it mean? This one means -3 times -3 times negative. I make a mistake. Undo, times -3. Now sorry, it will be like this. Now after that, we do it from the left to the right. -3 times -3. Negative times negative become positive, and the result will be positive from here. From this thing, you will get positive number. 3 times 3 will be 9. After that, 9 times -3. Positive times negative. Positive times negative become what? Negative, and then 9 times 3 will be 27. So here it will be like this, -27 minus 4 plus 34 divided by -2. Right? Now after that, we will still do the one in the bracket. We only have minus and plus, so we will do it from the left to the right. Let's start with this one. So -27 minus 4. So -27 and then minus 4. So you draw a left arrow and you write -4 on the top. So what will be the result over here? In the negative side, if you go to the left, although the value is getting smaller, but the number is getting bigger. So if you have -27 and you go to the left for 4, then actually the number is getting bigger. How to make the 27 bigger? You add, right? So you add the 27 by 4. It will be what? 31. Am I right? So 31, but it will be on the negative side. So the result of that one, it will be -31, right, plus 34 divided by -2. This one, -31 plus 34. Okay, -31 and then plus 34. Right? Now, how to do this, guys? Well, for me, when I'm on the negative side and I'm dealing with a positive, the one that I will ask is like this. The arrow will pass the 0 or not? For sure the arrow will pass the 0. Why? Because to reach 0 from negative 31, I just need 31 steps. But actually I need to make 34 steps. So how many more steps that I need to make to reach the arrowhead here? I hope that you have an idea. 34 minus 31. It will be 3, yeah? And it will be positive. So 3 divided by negative 2. Nah, integer. Yeah, integer positive divided by negative. Positive divided by negative, it will be what? Negative, yeah? Negative. The result. And then 3 divided by 2. Well, the result would not be integer, but remember division can be written as a fraction, so negative 3 over 2. So this one is an improper fraction. You can make it into a mixed fraction. Why this one is called as an improper? Because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. How to make this one become a mixed fraction? 3 is the one that you want to divide, and the divisor is 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 1. The 1 over here you may use it as an integer. The remainder you use it as the numerator of the fraction, and the divisor you make it into a denominator like this. That one is the integer. I think I cover everything, the plus, the minus, right? Multiplication, yes, multiplication over there, and division is over there. So don't forget about that, okay? Now after that we go directly to the fraction. So let's say I have number 2, I have like for example negative 3, oosh, my mistake, negative 3 1 over 4 divided by 1 divided by 3 over 4, and then after that I will add it, no, I will add it with 3 over 8. Let's say like that, okay? Or minus. I think minus is okay. It's better. Minus 3 over 8. Okay? So again, you will do the one in the bracket. Yeah? We're dealing with the division involving fraction, but we're not only dealing with a simple fraction, we're dealing with a mixed fraction. Remember, yeah, when you're dealing with a mixed fraction in the division and in multiplication, you need to make the mixed fraction into improper one. Yeah, how to make the improper fraction from the mixed fraction? Bottom top, bottom top, bottom top, bottom top, bottom top, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. So 4 times 3 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13. And the denominator will be the same 4, and this one is a negative mixed fraction, so this one will be negative improper fraction, and I will rewrite the remaining, yeah, like this one, and then minus 3 over 8. Again, this one now dealing with a division involving fraction. So the one that you need to do, the first one you just copy, the first fraction you just copy, the division you make it into times, and the second fraction you swap the position, 4 over 3. Now after that, multiplication involving fraction, okay? So multiplication involving fractions means like what? You multiply both numerator, you multiply both denominator. But if you want to make the number smaller before you multiply, you can. How to make the number smaller? Well, you can make the number smaller by simplify the fraction, or you do the crossing. So you find the number that cross each other and divide by the same factor. Let's say 4 and 4 here. Both of them actually can be divided by 4, right? So this one divided by 4 become 1. This one divided by 4 become 1. And then after that, you multiply the numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. Negative, look, yeah? Negative fraction times positive fraction become what? Negative, right? And then after that, 13 times 1 is 13. 1 times 3 become 3, right? So this one become negative 13 over 3 and then minus 3 over 8. Now we're dealing with subtraction involving fraction. What should we do? We need to make the denominator the same. Find the LCM of 3 and 8. It will be 24. So I will write it 24. This one is a negative fraction. 3 times 4, 3 times what? So it will become 24. 8. So 13 should be multiplied by 8, right? Wait, loading. I think it will be 104, right? 8 times 3, 24. 8 plus 2, yeah. Yeah, negative 104 over 24 minus 3. No, not 3. Of course, not 3. 8 times what? So it become 24. 3. So 3 times 3 become 9. Yeah. And then after that, you can do like this one. Denominator already the same. Oh, okay. I will put 24 here. Then after that, the remaining you put it on the denominator, on the numerator. So negative 104 minus 9. Right now you're dealing with the integer, negative integer. Negative 104 and then you minus it 9. So look, yeah, when you are on the negative side and you go to the left, although the value is getting smaller, but the number of the negative number is getting bigger. So to make this one bigger 9, what should you do? You add 104 plus 9 is negative 113. Correct? Correct, yeah? Over 24. Done. Improper fraction. Make it into a mixed fraction. Again, this one is a negative number being divided by a positive number. Negative divided by positive become negative, yeah? And then after that, you divide. Scrap paper. 113 divided by 24. What will be? 5, 6, can nggak? 6, cannot. It will be 5, 0, 2, oh, even 5 cannot, yeah? 4. Uh, 16, 8, 9, right? 13 minus 6, 7, and then 10 minus 9 is 17. Then this one will be the integer of the mixed fraction. This one will be the numerator of the fraction. And this one will be the denominator of the fraction. We're done. Okay. So in here, we already discussed about the subtraction. So remember, subtraction involving fraction. Not only subtraction, but also addition. You need to make the denominator the same. While the multiplication and division, you don't have to make the denominator the same. You just need to times the numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator with the multiplication. Division involving fraction, I think, well, at the end you will deal with the multiplication. You just need to remember that when you have a division like this one, you make the division become multiplication, and next to the multiplication, you swap the position of the denominator and the numerator. One more thing, when you're dealing with a mixed fraction, in the division or subtraction, division and multiplication, you need to make it improper. about addition involving mixed fraction and subtraction involving mixed fraction, I think we already discussed it in class. So you already have a note of that. You just need to study from there, okay? Now, after that, the last one, or I just do the subtraction, yeah? Okay, then I just do the subtraction one more. So number 3 will be, for example, like this one. 1 over 4 negative, right? And then no, I will not do that like that. 1 over 4, and then minus it with 2 over 2, like this. Okay, now like this one, yeah. This mixed fraction consists of two things, an integer and a fraction. This mixed fraction also consists of two things, integer and a fraction. When I have a minus like this one is a minus, then it means what? These two numbers would be deducted by these two numbers. This number will be deducted by the integer. This number also deducted by the fraction. So 1 over 4, we know already if it's a positive, meaning 1 plus 1 over 4, right? And this thing would be deducted by the integer too. And being deducted by half, so minus half. You group the numbers based on their types. So all the integers, you put it at the beginning and then followed by all fractions. Yeah, and then after that you can group it like this first. Yeah, 1 minus 2, I think you know already, like this one, and then plus this one, minus subtraction involving fraction. You make the denominator the same. 4 and 2, the LCM is 4, so the first one stay the same. This one times it by 2 become 4, so this one times it by 2, right? Like this one. So the result will be negative 1, and then plus this one, denominator already the same, is the breadth. So put the remaining on the top. Negative 1 plus this one, negative 1 over 4. Write this. Right? Now, look, yeah. Negative number divided by positive number. Negative number divided by positive number become negative. So negative 1 plus negative 1 over 4. Right? And still remember, if there are two signs available side by side, actually you can simplify. So this one plus and minus, it becomes what? Minus, yeah? So negative 1 minus 1 over 4. Now, this is the interesting part. Look, yeah? When I have like this one, I have the integer in a negative way, and I have the fraction in a negative way, then actually this one can be converted into a negative mixed fraction, right? If I have a minus mixed fraction, I can convert it to this, then actually the same thing can be converted to a negative mixed fraction. Look here, the integer negative, the fraction negative. So you can directly make it into a mixed fraction, but a negative one. Okay, so that's the answer. Now, fraction done, so we will go directly to the decimal, yeah. Decimal, I will try to do it to review this one using one question. So maybe I will do like this. Number, I don't know, number 5, number what? Number 4, yeah. Number 4, let's say I have negative 3.4 times 0.2 plus it with 1.52, and then after that divided by negative 1.2. Let's say like that. Yeah, okay. So here, the one that you will do is the one in the bracket first, so it will be this one. And then there is a multiplication, there is a addition, so based on the BATMAS you will do the multiplication first, this one. Yeah, now again my question here, right now you're dealing with a negative decimal times with the positive decimal. Negative times positive become what? Negative. So you write it, or the result will be negative. And then after that, multiplication involving decimal, easy. Now my questions, the result of this calculation will have how many digits behind the dot? Just total the number behind the dot here, given by these two numbers. We have 1 and 2, right? 2 digits behind the dot. So the answer will be something like this, and then dot. So 2 number behind the dot. Okay, so after that, what should I do? Yeah, I already like set the symbol. Negative, the result, miss. And then the result will have 2 number behind the dot. After that, the one that you do, you just look this one as an integer. 3,4, the dot gone, become what? Scrap paper, 34. 0.2, dot gone, so the one that you see is 2, you times it, 8, 6, right? So now you put it here, 8 will be here, 6, so the result will be negative 0.68, right? Plus 1,52 in bracket, maybe I will put in here like this one, wait, erase this. I need to use the square one, right? And then divided by negative 1,2. Done? After that, I still need to do the bracket one. Yeah? Negative 0.68 plus 1,52. Now, you use the number line. Negative 0.68 and you plus it with 1,52. It will pass the 0 or not? Yes, for sure. Why? Because to reach 0 from the negative 0.68, I just need to make a step for 0.68. And this one is way smaller than this, right? So end up will be on the positive side. So the result of this thing will be positive. We already know the sign. But the question is, what will be the number of this? So to find this thing, the one that you need to do what? Well, the whole thing here, you minus it with this, right? With 0.68. So you write it 1.52 minus 0.68. Now, remember in the addition and subtraction involving decimal, you need to put the number vertically and make sure the position of the dot are the same. Okay? And then this one, you minus it. 12 minus 8 will be 4, right? I borrow 1 from here. Okay? And then borrow 1, yeah? Jadi this one become 12 minus 8 become 4. And then this one become 4. But 4 cannot be minus by 6, so borrow from here. 14 minus 6 become 8. And this one becomes 0, so 0.84. So the result of the one that I circle here is 0.84. And then after that, divided by negative 1,2. Okay, now again, positive divided by negative become what? Positive divided by negative, different symbol, so the result will be negative. Division here, when a number divided by a number, actually can be written as a fraction. So this one will be 0.84 divided by 1,2. Okay? Now, after that, what should you do? Well, I love to use the integer method. I love to do the integer method. So you know like which number that have the most digit behind the dot, it will be 0.84. How many digits? 2. So how to make that one gone? You need to multiply by the base of 10 that have 2 0. It will be 100. So this one will be negative 84 over 120. Right? And I think I will make it smaller. I don't know, maybe divided by 4. Both of them divided by 4. Simplify the fraction. So this one will be 21. and this one will be 30. And I think I still can make it smaller because both of them can be divided by 3. So 7 over 10, right? So at the end, what it will be the result? 7 divided by 10, it will be negative 0.7. So that's the answer. Okay, so on the decimal, we already talked about the subtraction and addition. This one, make sure that the position of the dot is the same. And then I already discussed also about the multiplication. Yeah, and also I already discussed about the division using the integer method. Okay, so I think that's all for the numbers review. I wish you luck for the mid-semester 1 test. Make sure you study from this video and also from your notes. Okay, bye-bye.